So once again, good morning to you all. Hope you all are doing well. So children, do you all love eating ice cream? We all love eating ice cream, isn't it? So the ice cream, how is it? Is it in the form of a solid? If you leave it for a few minutes, then what happens? It will start melting, isn't it? It start melting. Can you eat if it melts? If it fall down, it will melt and fall down. You are not able to eat it, so it will melt. So here you can see the solid form of an ice cream is melting. And even if your mother keeps a bowl on a stove and filled with water, and the water is boiling now, water is boiling. Have you all seen it? Your mother boiling the water or boiling the milk, or she's preparing tea for you. Okay, what happens here? The water will be boiling and it will be evaporating. Vapors will be coming out. You all have seen the vapors? Vapors will come out of it. So these are the changes which we see around us. So these are few changes which we are seeing. The water is evaporating and the vapors are coming out. So we all see a few changes around us. So in this, as we are going to start our theme 2, we are going to start a new lesson in theme 2. So we are going to discuss about the changes in state of matter. We have already discussed it in our previous theme, children, about the states of matter. We all have seen this. What are the 3 states of matter? Solid, liquid, and gas. So these are the 3 states of matter. So here if you see the solid state, it is rigid and it has a fixed shape and volume for solid. And if you see for liquid, it doesn't have any rigid shape and no fixed shape like water. If you want to pour the water in a bottle, then it will take the shape of a water bottle. And if you pour this water in a bowl or a container, it will take the shape. Water will take the shape. Liquid does not have any fixed shape or fixed volume. It will have a, do it have a fixed volume or not? Water, can you measure the water? Yes, we can measure. We can measure the water by ml. We use 20 ml of water, 50 ml of water, liters we measure. In liters and milliliters, we measure the liquid. And solid, we measure in the form of kg and grams. So they have a fixed volume, fixed shape. Solids have fixed shape and fixed volume, and they are rigid. In liquids, if you see, they do not have any fixed shape, nor they are rigid. Liquid is not rigid, it can flow. And the molecular arrangement, if you see in the liquid, they have intermolecular spaces in between. And in solid, do they have spaces? No, they do not have any intermolecular spaces. We all know that there are molecules in between, and for gas, there are so much of intermolecular space for gas. Gas can take the shape of the container. It do not have any fixed shape. It can, even the gas can take the shape of the container and no fixed volume. It also does not have any fixed volume like solid. Solid have rigid shape. Can gas have a rigid shape? No. Gases do not have any rigid shape. Okay, now coming to changes of state, children. If you see this changes of state, so here you can see the water. If you want ice cube, then you'll fill the ice tray and keep it in the refrigerator, isn't it? Then it will become like an ice cube. Water will become like an ice cube. So here again, if you take the water, if you take this ice cube and if you heat it, what happens? This ice cube, it changes into liquid. This ice, this solid is changing into liquid. And again, if you boil this liquid, it changes into gas. So these are the changes which are taking place. Changes of states are taking place. From solid state, it is changing its state. Solid is changing into liquid and liquid is changing into gas. So matter can change from one state to another. The process by which a solid changes to liquid is called melting. The process by which solid changes to liquid. Here in this picture you can see solid ice cube. It changes into liquid. What it is called? Melting. And again, if you want this liquid to become a solid, then what you do? Freezing. Okay, freezing. You want this liquid to change into a solid. You will freeze it. If you want to change this solid into liquid, you will melt it by heating. Okay. The process by which the liquid changes into vapor is called evaporation. Okay, you can see now. You can see it clearly. Please note it down, children. Matter can change from one state to another. Matter can change from one state to another. Dia, are you writing? Note it down. Here, what is melting, what is evaporation, what is condensation, what is freezing. You can note it down. The process by which a solid changes to liquid is called melting. Yes, Shishira. One second. You can unmute yourself. Yes. Any doubt?
Ma'am, we should write in a notebook.
Yes, notebook.
Full
Classwork and homework you have. You are maintaining one book for homework and classwork. I already informed you. So
yes,
write down in that. Yes, write it down in that.
Classwork book or notebook, ma'am?
Classwork book. Fair notes is different. You have kept the fair notes different?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Full we should write.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, Siri, are you writing? Any doubt, Vaishali? So write down, after melting, evaporation, the process by which a liquid changes into a vapor is called evaporation. Yes, Ashank and Ritvik, you have doubt? I asked you to keep your camera. You can unmute yourself. Ashank, keep your camera so that I can see you. Yes, Ashank.
Ma'am,
Yes.
nothing, ma'am. Where should we write this? That is only my doubt.
Okay, you have to write it down in your classwork book. I asked you to keep one book for homework and classwork and one book for fair notes, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Write it down now. Evaporation, have you finished writing melting and evaporation? Evaporation, once again I'll repeat, the process by which a liquid changes into a vapor is called evaporation. And condensation, next one is condensation. I asked you all to keep your camera on. Now write down condensation, the process by which a gas changes into a liquid on cooling is called condensation. The process by which a gas changes into a liquid on cooling is called condensation. Finish writing?
నాకు
Right.
మీ ఫోన్ ఇవ్వండి ఒకసారి. నాన్న
Right.
నాన్న నాన్న
Ashank,
నాన్న మీ ఫోన్ ఇవ్వండి. నాన్న నాన్న నువ్వు కెమెరా ఓపెన్ చేయగలరా? నా ఫోటో తీయండి.
I asked you to keep your cam, Ashank. Azmina, Himesh, Javir, Arnit Rao, where is your camera? Yes, Lasya.
Ma'am, with blue pen or
Ma'am,
black
I'm
pen?
writing from first onwards, ma'am.
Okay. So you
Ma'am,
want me to keep the first slide?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Yes,
Ma'am,
then.
I'm starting from matter can change from one state to
Ma'am,
another.
blue
That's
pen or
all.
black pen?
Ah, yeah, you can write it from the first.
Ma'am, blue pen or black pen?
Blue.
Blue.
Blue pen. Okay. Yes, now last one, write down freezing. What is freezing? The process by which the liquid changes into solid is called freezing. The process by which a liquid changes into a solid is called freezing. Finished? I'll change the slide. Everyone finished? Okay, I'll wait. Write down. From the beginning, you have to write about matter. Matter can change from one state to another. And afterwards, write down about melting, evaporation, condensation, and freezing. Okay. So here in this picture, if you can see how the process is taking place of melting, freezing, evaporation, and condensation. So is this topic clear to you now? How the matter can change its state from solid to liquid and liquid to solid. And even from gas, again it is reversible. A gas can again condense and become a liquid. Finished, Lasya? Okay, write down. And others, everyone, you finished? Tia, Ashank. Ashank, are you writing? I asked you to keep your cam on. Manaswini, finished? Sahasra, are you writing? Finished? Okay. Sai Vishruth, are you writing? Okay, finished, everyone? Sahasra, are you still writing?
Ma'am, finish.
Okay. Siri? Siri, you are finished? Okay, I'm changing the slide. So here if you see the physical states of matter, 1 second, children. I'll just keep this again. So in this, if you see, still further, if you want to know about melting, you all have written this melting, the process by which a solid changes to liquid is called melting. So in this phenomenon of melting, children, in this process, the solid substance is converted into liquid. So here, the temperature at which the solid gets converted into liquid is called its melting point. Please note it down, children. The temperature at which a solid gets converted to liquid is called its melting point. Note it down. I'll repeat once again. The temperature at which a solid gets converted to liquid. Shall I repeat? The temperature at which, you want the spelling of temperature? T-E-M-P-E-R-A-T-U-R-E. Temperature. T-E-M-P-E-R-A-T-U-R-E. Temperature. Okay. If you want, I'll. Once again, I'll keep the slide. Yeah. You all can see it. The temperature at which a solid gets converted to liquid is called its melting point. So children, this melting process needs heat energy to proceed. So if you want to convert this ice cube, convert this solid like ice cube, if you want to convert it into liquid, what you'll do? You will apply some heat to it. You'll give some heat to it. You'll start boiling. So what happens here? The melting process takes place. When the heat is supplied, the melting process takes place. So here it is an endothermic change. I'll write here. You all can note it down. 1 second. I'll write it here. I'll write it here. Please note it down, children. The melting process is this visible to you? The melting process needs heat energy. The melting process needs heat energy to proceed. Therefore, it is an endothermic change. Endothermic change. Okay. It is an endothermic change. So what is this endothermic change? When heat energy is observed by the substance while melting. This endothermic change is when heat energy. I'll write it down. You can note it down. The heat energy. This is the endothermic change is nothing but the when heat energy. One second. When heat energy. When heat energy is observed. When heat energy is observed. You all can see it, or I have to bring it a little bit down. When heat energy is observed by the substance while melting. While melting. Is called as the endothermic change. So in this endothermic change, you are supplying heat. You are supplying heat to it. So here the heat energy is observed by the substance while melting. So this process is called as endothermic change. So is this clear about melting process? Now coming to freezing, children. I'll write it down for you about freezing. So this is about melting. Just keep the heading here. One second. Keep the heading like melting. Keep it capital. Melting. Okay. So for melting, what you have written, you can write it down for melting. Melting, the definition is different again. Here it is the melting point. You see here, it is a melting point. Oh, one second. This is the melting point. You have written about the melting point. Have you all written about melting? We have written already about melting. Okay. You have written about melting, freezing, condensation, isn't it? So here it is about melting point. What is melting point? The temperature at which a solid gets converted into liquid is called as its melting point. When it is slowly converting, when the ice cube is slowly converting into liquid, it is called as its melting point. Understood? The melting process needs heat energy. We need to supply some heat to change that ice cube into liquid. We need to supply some heat. So this heat energy which is being supplied, which is being observed by the substance while melting is called as endothermic change. Okay. If I ask you, you must be able to give me the answer. Okay. Written, finished? Now these children are joining. Rishin ready? What happened? Why you are joining too late? Yes, Ritvik Rao, any doubt? You can ask me.
Ma'am, can you tell me from first?
Which one, ma? Melting?
What is meant by salt?
What is meant by?
solute.
Solute, solvent. Yes, we'll come to that topic again. We haven't still finished this. Changes of state will finish. After that, we'll discuss about solute, solvent, everything. No need to worry. I'll tell everything. I'll discuss everything. So first, write down the changes of state. Okay. What is melting? You must know, first of all, what is melting, what is freezing, what is evaporation, condensation, and then we'll go towards that. Solute, solvent, everything I'll explain. Don't worry. Okay. First, write it down. Finished everything? You've written melting point, endothermic change. Okay. Now we'll see freezing. You see here, you have written about freezing. What is freezing? The process by which the liquid changes into a solid is called freezing. Okay. So now here, even for freezing also we'll write there will be a freezing point. There will be a freezing point for freezing also. So now write down the freezing point, children. Why? What is the reason why these children are coming late in the class? Yes, Rishin Reddy. Keep your camera on. All of you have kept your camera off and sitting. Don't know what you all are doing. I just want to see you all. Adrika, Pratik, Jayveer, Arnit Rao, Himesh, where is your camera? Kirtana, Ashank. Until and unless you keep your cam, I won't proceed with the class. Daily I'm speaking about. Daily, if you just keep your cam, I'll just take your class, or else I won't take your class. Keep your cam. Pradham Rao, can you all hear me? Keep your cam. Daily, I won't repeat you. Already the instructions are being given to you. Azmina, where is your cam? Pratik, Rishin. And why you all are late? Rishin and one more child.
బుక్ టీచర్ కొంచెం డిఫరెంట్ ఉన్నది టీచర్
Yes. There is a cam. Can you all listen to me? Okay, children, just like the melting point, we even have the freezing point. We have the freezing point. Please note it down. What is the freezing point? What is meant by the freezing point? What is freezing? The process in which the liquid gets converted. We have already written about freezing. The process by which the liquid changes into solid is called freezing. So for this freezing, there will be a freezing point. So what is the freezing point? The temperature. Write it down. The temperature. The temperature at which the liquid at which a liquid gets converted into solid is known as its freezing point. Okay, its freezing point. It's clear, children? I'll underline it. Okay, write it down. The temperature at which a liquid gets converted into solid is known as its freezing point. So here we have in the above melting point, for melting point we have seen that it is an endothermic change. It is an endothermic change. And for freezing, what is freezing then? It is an exothermic change. It is an exothermic change. Note it down. It is an exothermic change. It is an exothermic change. Note it down. That is what it is meant. It is meant by exothermic change is nothing but, I'll write it down here, note it down. Energy in the form of heat, is emitted out, during the process of freezing. During the process of freezing. For example, write it down, the example also. For example, conversion of water to ice. Conversion of water to ice. Are you all writing? Children, you have to take the screenshots of the homeworks which you are doing so that we can correct it. Okay, I'll be sending you the homework to MCB. Please complete your homework and send it back. I need each and everyone's homework done. Okay. Please note it down about the freezing point. Finished, everyone? Time is up. So this freezing point, the frost, if you see the frost, you all have seen the frost on the leaves in the morning during the winter season. If you see on the leaves, you can see the frost which is formed. So where the temperature is low, there is solidification of water to ice takes place. So you can see in the television, if you have seen, in the cold areas,